Alright, so just going to be in novice mode today. I can fairly comfortably 1cc this. Lately I have been working a little bit on scoring. Nothing too drastic, just sort of reading up on the systems and how they work. So I'll sort of try and explain that as I go. Makes a huge difference going from survival to scoring. It's a really neat system. Go with the easy ship. Actually, yeah, really surprised myself after actually learning some of the systems here. Pretty much quadrupled my high score going from survival to just little bits of scoring here and there when I can. It's just multiplier upon multiplier on multiplier with this game. So each enemy has a base value, varies between each enemy. Bigger enemies, more points, pretty obvious there. But we have a break rate up the top right. That'll rise as you shoot things, as you hit things. It'll rise more as you kill things. Just see that going up now. Now that little green times 4 that popped up, times 6.8, is in the top right, just below my meter. I actually can feel that by killing things with my lock-on. Now I've got a 9.6 base lock-on, so if I lock on fully, it should go up about 9.6 there. That's the max I can actually get without going into my break modes. So I want to maintain that 9.6 as much as possible until I break, where it'll go up to I think 10.8 during the first phase. So that was probably a little bit premature. 11.2. Now I've got a second break. I'll use that up now. Should get an enemy to lock onto here. So max lock-on that one, 12.8. Now that's the max that we can get. So you want to be double breaking as much as possible and keeping that multiplier up, because that's 503, so that's the break rate, times the missile rate, so 519 now, times 9.6, times the enemy base value. I believe that also applies to any bullet you cancel as well. So the more you're breaking, the more you're double breaking, the more multipliers you're getting. You're constantly getting that multiplier up, and more stars you're getting as well, which will help with lives later on. A lot more stars drop when you're breaking. More stars, you can see up the top right, I'm at about 1,200 out of 5,000. That'll just give me extra lives, and extra lives as well will correspond to extra score. Max lock on. Already a little bit suboptimal, we can try to talk throughout this. 11.2. I believe what you want to be doing with these bosses is getting the final shot on them while you're hypering, or while you're breaking, with a full lock-on of missiles, because that will give you at least a 9.6 times multiplier on already a quite high enemy value. Small little things as well with Crimzon Clover. You can point blank, which will charge up your meter and do, I want to say 1.5% extra, 1.5 times damage. Not sure of the exact values there. The point blank definitely helps. So we got that with the 9.6 times multiplier you saw there. I probably should have used my break before doing that, just to get the multiplier up a little bit higher. Because I am still sort of playing for survival, the extra ships will come in handy, and any that I've got left over at the end of the game will correspond to 75 million extra points. I'm not sure the exact value. I know it's pretty decent though. So I've only really had a handful of scoring ones after making an effort to actually look up the mechanics here. Previously I was just playing purely for survival, staying at the bottom of the screen and blasting away anything. It really makes a difference having to stop, think, and lock on, then fire. Does make the game quite a bit more challenging, which is nice. It's got a really nice ebb and flow to it though. You stop, start, make sure your multiplier's up, start again. Really changes the game from a survival to scoring standpoint. one of the things I'm trying to do, just as a personal sort of goal, is just hyper a lot more. So previously what I would be doing would be saving my hyper for really difficult points where I could cancel all the bullets and just breeze through it. But I've learned that if I can hyper in even some of the safer spots, get a lot more stars, and sure I could lose a life later on, but I'll be getting more extents from that. So really it evens out and I get a higher score regardless. That being said, I'm not planning to be an absolute expert on the game. This is just sort of after some preliminary reading and scoring, after comfortably being able to 1PC it. It does help that I'm using the easy mode ship. Grab stars when I can. The mid bosses won't drop the 1-ups that are so handy. The stars will contribute to extra 1-ups, so next best thing I reckon. Just a millisecond too late. I could have got my double break there and gotten a lot more points. These seem to drop quite a lot. Trying to get this on the lock on. Yeah, there it is. Could have done that a lot better. Probably could have squeezed in another hyper right at the start as well. Gotta hold on to it. Really like this boss. Really think it's cool. So you can see when I'm point blanking, I actually get some pink sparks flying beneath me, just indicating that I'm within range for that point blank. Sort of holding onto my hyper for when there's a lot of bullets on the screen, or I've got a nice enough multiplier. There'll be a phase where it shoots off a lot of pink bullets. I'll probably hyper during. Here we are. If I can get my multiplier up to 9.6 before he does that would be fantastic. There we are. That cancelled all the bullets, giving me the 9.6 multiplier on any of the points that I would have scored from cancelling them, which is nice. This level, personally, I find very tricky, just because there are so many enemies that sort of blend into the background. You get a lot of shock firing from beneath you if you're not careful. Especially when you're sort of pausing to get your multipliers up. Almost got hit there. Lots of pink enemies, lots of pink bullets. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I just struggle with it. Usually if there's a silly death that's on this stage. I could have double hypered there, got the double break. Yeah, just as much as possible. I'm trying to keep that multiplier at the max, which is 9.6. Bad. Yeah, you do get extra missiles. That's another thing I guess I didn't go over. During your standard mode, you get a certain amount of missiles. During your first break, you get a little bit more. You get some more lock-ons. And during your second break, you get even more missiles. So that counter will go up based on how far you're hypering, which is really neat. It sounds like I'm stumbling over my words, and because I'm not used to playing shmups and talking over them. Concentrating a little bit too hard to make talking easy. I only got those with about a 2 times multiplier, which is kind of crummy. There it goes, up to 11. Almost gonna get the double break in there. Nice, and I'm getting those at a 12.8 times multiplier, which is the max. You'll notice also a white number underneath that green multiplier. If it's not obvious, that's when the multiplier will run out. So I want to keep it up as much as I can. So if you've never played Crimzon Clover before, the missiles that I'm shooting out just sort of arc outwards from the main ship as I hold my lock on. You'll see that circle constantly going out. That's whenever I press my focus fire. Anything within there after a certain time frame will be locked onto. I don't have to aim that or anything. As I'm doing that, it will slow down my ship as well, so I can move through tricky patterns. And it will concentrate my fire right in front of me, so that's why you're seeing my fire go from wide to focus all the time. So I'm not always deciding to focus on a certain enemy, it's more a remnant of the fact that I have to lock on. These ones are really easy, you just stay right in front of them, at least with novice mode. Not much to really say about this boss. You've got some sort of space restriction attacks, but the lasers are nice to cancel, I guess, because you get a ton of stars from it. I've got my double break here, so hopefully you'll shoot out something. I'm going to run out if I didn't use it. I was waiting for some more bullets to come out because every time you hyper, it'll cancel all bullets on the screen. Cancelled bullets do correspond to extra points. But these lasers are going to have to go up around anti-clockwise. It can be a little bit tricky with these blue things. That's a bit crap. It's twice on this stage I died, isn't it? Ah. Not sure how the stream will be going. If it's really blurry, it's not so much my connection as far as I'm aware, it's just that there's a ton of stuff happening on the screen. It's a little bit hard for it to encode that. So if things get really blurry, please understand just how much is going on the screen. You do get a little audio cue there when you've got a pull lock on, which is really helpful. You don't really want to be taking your eyes off the screen to look down and check your missile count. There it is. Shoot. I was gonna die there if I didn't break, I think. Trying to get that break up, not let it go down to 0. So if you see me stop shooting, it's just because I want to get some of those enemies down. The missiles are not my main shot. I've always liked this scene, just flying up parallels with the clouds. I just think it's really visually stunning. Again, not sure how clear that's going to be on stream with so much stuff going on. Might wait for the next bigger enemy to use the brake on. So we've got half the multiplier up. I can get one of these turrets down and we can cancel some bullets. Come on. So. I've done that a little bit later, perhaps we would have got the second hyper. Just trying to get as much damage on these ones before they circle with lasers. You've mostly got to rely on your homing missiles for this one. You can sort of track the top one down a little bit, but most of the damage is probably coming from your lasers and the ones behind you. Not the toughest pattern really. After this there'll be a phase of sort of spiky looking UFOs that try and get all around you. That's one I usually try and save my brake for because it can be ridiculously hard to dodge if they're coming from behind as well. Alright, good boss. Again, let's see if we can get that multiplier up before we break. 9.6, that's what we want. We do have a double break ready if we need it. Oh, not if we need it, if we can get a multiplier up. Better than letting it go to waste. And yeah, if it's not obvious, you do a ton of extra damage during break, double break. I think it's just double the damage and then quadruple the damage. Those are the UFOs I mentioned earlier. From behind. I think there'll be more from behind, yep. Got my 9.6, that's what I want. That's the magic number. Oh well, 5.6 times on each of those will add up. Not as much as 9.6, but it's better than nothing. The thing about this boss is it just has a bunch of little turrets that you can knock off. You can pretty easily get back up to break 2, so breaking there without a multiplier is not a huge deal. Gotta say, the arranged soundtrack for this game is so much better than the original. I think I picked it up for like $3 as DLC. Absolutely the best $3 I've spent. The amount of hours I put into this game listening to the soundtrack. So good. Pretty sure it's the same guy that did Super Hydora actually. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, I think they hired a Westerner to do all the music for the Arrange album. Alright, final stage. Lots of really chunky laces on here that I like to cancel for extra stars. Cancelled when my multiplier disappeared. Not good. I had the choice of getting my multiplier up and waiting for the laser to come back, but I didn't want to let go of my second break. I wanted to just go into it, add the 2%. You can use your second break at any point as long as you build up the meter enough during your first break. Typically I find it's best to wait as long as possible unless you're at risk of losing that multiplier. So optimally you want to push that highlight button when it gets down to about under 5%, 1% if you're really careful. I'd rather just hold off to the break, not use it when there's no enemies. The last time I got a weird message here that I'd never gotten before, and I don't know what that's all about. They're gonna give it to me again? No. Yeah, I got a weird message in like green text, which I had never seen before. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I did grab a screenshot because it was that odd. It was all in-game, it wasn't an error message or anything. Something to do with the story. Maybe it was because of my score, maybe it was because I had a certain amount of lives left over by the end stage. I don't know what it was. If you got me on Steam, I'll upload a screenshot of it. I hit it too early. I do have my double though. This game is ridiculous with all the numbers and stars on the screen. I've never seen anything like it. Part of the reason I love it so much is just dumb. So much going on. Feels so good. Under during the next phase. Maybe not this phase. What was one where there was more bullets? Let's go to work. I don't want to be down there. I had a bit of a brain fart. Really enjoy this fight. Just that it really reinforces the mechanics that they've given you with the lock-on missiles. There's no way to hit this spider boss. It's actually the same one from stage 2. There's no way to hit it without using your homing missiles. And the fact that it forces you out of your safe zone down the bottom of the screen and up to the top, really clever. Like, just a nice little bit of design. Good choice. And I'm glad they used a boss from one of the previous levels as well. Just a little bit more personal. There's like pedal-looking laser things from a ton of pickups. Especially with all the bullets to cancel some lasers. The lasers seem to act as though there's just many little bullets making them up. When you see how many pickups get dropped from cancelling them, it's so each laser's maybe 100 or so separate bullets. I'm not sure how exactly they're programmed, but yeah, there's a ton of cancelling going on when you cancel a laser. Oh, very lucky to squeeze through there. Tried to line up my hitbox, but sort of panicked. This final boss is kind of cool. I'm pretty sure the turrets it uses are the same turrets as my options beside the ship. Again, I don't know the story purposes, but really, who plays maps for the story? So this is the final boss of the game. However, if you manage to defeat it without using continue, or restarting, or putting an extra credit in, you'll get to the true last boss, and the true last boss has 2 phases, so it'll have 2 full health bars. This one's not too difficult, there's some sort of trickier segments in it. This one, not so bad with the fastest ship, honestly, as long as you're not too far away before it expands too full. Just get off to the side. And yeah, when you reach those breakpoints, it'll cancel the bullets on the screen as well, so... I think technically it's better to cancel that pattern right there, not the first one. But... I did it again. I wasn't paying attention. So if you look up the very top, you'll see my 2 high scores. My current one, my current score versus my high score. The high score on the far right, top right corner is what I achieved maybe 20 minutes before going live. Doesn't look like we'll reach that one, but if I can beat the final boss with enough lives left in the bank, it might bump my score up. And again, if we can beat one of these bosses with a chunky multiplier, we might get close. Yeah, this final fight is made a lot easier with the faster ship. Especially the bouncing here, I struggled a lot with it with the default ship. Yeah. Killed it with a 9.6 multiplier. I don't know if this one actually drops a 1-up when you kill it. I know the mid-bosses don't. No. I guess because technically it's not considered the final boss. We'll get the stars. This one can be a little bit tricky. There's a lot of random bullets just spraying all over the place. I didn't mean to press the bomb. I guess I haven't even mentioned the bomb, have I? The bomb's on the same meter as the hyper, and it'll come out if you haven't fully charged your hyper, as long as it's past that threshold. You can see where it says bomb ready in the yellow. And during a hyper you can fire off the bomb, but it will cancel. Sorry, I keep saying hyper, it will cancel the break. Love this music. Hypest last boss music ever. Oh, I'm choking. Trying to get that with a multiplier. I should have stopped firing. But not bad. We finished with 4 lives left in the stock. Oh, it takes forever to die. We did it. So 100 on the game clear lives. Well, just under my high score from before I started the stream. But yeah, that's roughly how you should score. I'm not going to say they're optimal strategies or anything. They're barely strategies at all, they're just implementing game mechanics. I know I could find a better path through that. I know I could hyper more, so I guess that might be my next objective. Hyper at least 3 times in each stage, minimum if I can. I know there was a few where I only hypered out of panic, went into panic mode and hypered. Full 3D graphics here. A little bit campy, but I love them.